whenever I've had an opportunity privately, I've told him. Even earlier, there was a time I spoke about it again in a meeting when he had spoken the same way. So whenever I met him, I've expressed that Mount Kenya is not a home for one party. Kenya is not. We are a multi-party democracy, and the constitution is very clear. So personally, I have. The other colleagues, I'm sure they have done it. Our agenda of working together to ensure we deal with this disaster called UNDA government is still there. And we are still in talking terms. We thought it is important we publicly express ourselves because it seems to be consistently talking about this wherever it goes. You can see we haven't talked individually. We consulted and thought we need to make this statement. With a lot of respect to him, we don't have anything personal against him. We are just telling him he needs to carry himself with dignity while dealing with other leaders. I mean, you can't have a region where there is only one leader. We are all leaders. And the communities in Mount Kenya have lived that way for many years. Our values and the way we operate, even our traditional values, is always elders respect other elders. And listen to positions of other elders. That's how we are a pluralistic society. That's how we are ingrained. we never had a king. Have you ever had a king from Mount Kenya? Have you ever had one? No, we don't have kings. We respect you, the strength of your arguments, and the leadership you provide, and the values you push are the ones that buy respect for you. So people bestow you that position. And that's what we are saying. And that's how the previous leaders in our region have always behaved. And we have already given you examples. People who have even risen to be presidents and led the country. Even when they were sitting president, they never said this is the only single party for this region. And remember, we are also part of Kenya. I mean, we are trying to save our whole country. So we have to see that bigger picture when we are leading. And we are saying again with a lot of respect to Mheshimiwa Gachagua.
What Chris was asking is, have you privately had a meeting or have you confronted him to try and mend before?
Yes, and senior officials of duly registered political parties have noted with concern the remarks attributed to the de facto DCP leader, Honorable Rigathi Gachagua, at a church event in Meru on Sunday, 26th July 2026, calling upon the Democratic Party, the Party of National Unity, PNU, Umoja and Maendeleo Party, and Bas Party to dissolve and join DCP. We wish to state unequivocally that every political party is an independent institution established under the Constitution and the laws of Kenya, with its own members, delegates, elected officials, and governance structures. Consequently, unilateral pronouncements by one political leader purporting to direct, dissolve, merge, or determine the future of another political party are not only legally untenable, but are also deeply offensive to the thousands of members, delegates, and officials who have invested their trust, time, and resources in building those parties. Such decisions can only be made by the lawful organs of each respective party in accordance with its constitution and the Political Parties Act. Article 38 of the Constitution guarantees every Kenyan the freedom to make political choices including the right to form, join, and participate in a political party of their choice. These political rights are both constitutional and statutory and cannot be diminished by the personal ambitions or preferences of any individual. Honorable Gachagua, therefore, has neither the legal nor the moral authority to prescribe the existence or future of other political parties. While we remain firmly committed to the broader objective of providing Kenya with alternative leadership and ending the failures of the Ruto administration, such unity must be anchored on mutual respect, consultation, and voluntary cooperation, not coercion, political ultimatums, or demands for surrender. It is equally contradictory for Honorable Gachagua to advocate for the dissolution of established political parties while simultaneously hosting elected leaders and engaging senior government officials openly, inviting them to his residence. If he genuinely believes in political realignment based on principle and the sovereign will of the people, then he should encourage those elected on UNDA tickets to resign and seek fresh mandates through by-elections. Democracy is strengthened by the ballot, not by negotiated defections, photo hoops, or selective political convenience. The standard must be applied consistently to all. We also reject any impression that Honorable Gachagua has been appointed or mandated to speak on behalf of all the people or political parties associated with the Mount Kenya region. No such meeting has ever been convened, nor has any consensus been reached conferring such authority upon him. Indeed, even Presidents Jomo Kenyatta, Mwai Kibaki, and Uhuru Kenyatta never sought to compel other parties to dissolve or proclaimed themselves the exclusive political leaders of the region. Leadership is earned through service, humility, and consensus, not through declarations of supremacy over independent political formations. We have deliberately exercised the restraint of our members and supporters, despite repeated subtle attacks directed at our parties and their leadership, because we believe that the interests of our people are best served through unity rather than unnecessary confrontation. However, restraint should not be mistaken for acquiescence. We call upon my phone. However, restraint should not be mistaken for acquiescence. We call upon Honorable Gachagua to desist from divisive pronouncements and instead embrace structured dialogue, consultation, and respectful engagement among all like-minded political parties. Durable political partnerships are built on equality, trust, and respect for institutional autonomy. It is worth noting that we cannot pretend to be growing our parties while simultaneously locking out others in order to own specific regions. While we have no differences with our partners in DCP, it is necessary to make our communities feel comfortable, secure, and free to make political choices. We must stop threatening those of diverse backgrounds and beliefs about our political standing in order to grow our democracy. It cannot be one is okay joining DCP, but bad if they join other parties. One people, one agenda, and prosperity. That is our underlying principles. So kwa kifupi tunasema tuheshimiane.